Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zyro Wong, and I come from a beautiful country named Malaysia, and in the capital city of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. So basically, I'm the president of the Nikes Award, and the Nikes Award is actually an international platform, and it's actually to recognize quality and also a good, outstanding achievers from corporate right up to personal achievements. So today, I'm here not as a president or anything, but I'm a Hainanese boy, a proud Hainanese boy coming home. My story actually started many years ago. My great-grandfather traveled to Malaysia 100 years ago, which is like over a century. And with my family as well, he left Hainan and made his way to Malaysia. And now I'm the fourth generation and also a proud Hainanese from Malaysia, born in Malaysia. Growing up in Malaysia, I was what we call banana because I couldn't read and write Chinese. All right, and I couldn't even speak Hainanese. So a lot of people ask me, do you speak Hainan? I say, yeah, Honggang. You know, basically, I think most of the local Hainanese will understand what is the meaning of that. All right, so yet my family actually raised me up with a lot of Hainan values, which is, you know, we need to respect the elders. We need to have core values to even welcoming our eldest people as well. For a long time, we have lost contact with our family in Hainan. My late grandfather had once visited my hometown, which is Wenchang, along with my grandma. But that was more than a decade ago, like I think close to 15 years ago. And life got busy, people move on, and our connections get faded. But something inside kept me wondering, where do I really come from? And do I have a family in Hainan or in Wenchang? With the help of Hainan government, I want to say a big thank you for this, and I managed to track down my family members, which is close to a year ago. And in Wenchang, the best part, I brought my family and even my great-grandmother, my grandmother as well, the 85 years old grandmother, actually traveled back together with me last year to meet all my family members in Wenchang. And this feeling is so undescribable by words. We can't even tell how grateful it is. And it was so emotional. We eat, we laugh, and we share the same table together as well. Honestly, I didn't expect the level of warmth that I received when I'm back to Wenchang. And I even feel that Hainan is my second home. I didn't even expect, I even had the honor of attending my cousin's wedding in Hainan. It's my very first time attending my own siblings' wedding in Hainan. And a family reunion and cultural celebrations in one. And many of my Malaysian friends never got this chance, and I consider the lucky one to find back my ancestry road. That feeling is so undescribable by words because we see some resemblance, you know. For the past 30 over years, I've been staying in Malaysia, you know, born and bred in Malaysia, Chinese in Malaysia. I never even thought of I would be coming back to China, especially in Hainan, to even find back my ancestry road over a century ago. And some resemblance that we can find at the same table is we do share the same face. You know, this is so undescribable by words. I can't even tell you how to express myself. But we have the same face. My cousin brothers, we do look alike. And most of them, they name after my name as well. We have the same name, and we never met each other for the past 30 over years. So this is so undescribable. And because my late grandfather and even my late auntie and my father has left us during the COVID time. And when I met back my relative in Hainan, Wenchang, especially all the aunties and uncles that I have, they do have the resemblance like my family. This is like over 30 over years, we have like lost connections and we find it back to each other. And today, my cousins were here and I bring them even to Malaysia. All right, while I came to reconnect with my roots, I also find myself drawn to understanding how Hainan is embracing change, especially in culture, traits, and its future direction. I was blessed to be invited by Hainan University last year to explore the richness of its land. Among them were memorable moments which I've captured. I visited the famous Qilou, which is the Old Street in Haikou. It was built by the European and also Asian architecture from the 1820s. A perfect spot for food, photos, and so refreshing moments. I even got a chance to visit the teahouses in Wujisan and was actually welcomed by the Li tribe, and it was one of the tribes in China that is using the organic dye materials such as turmeric to dye the clothes and also some of the handicraft in China. Then we also share about Lao Pa Cha. Okay, when it comes to food, everyone loves food. Food connects people. Lao Pa Cha is such a very unique spot where we don't find it in our country. It's very similar to what we call, some of our guests might have traveled to Malaysia. You have some similar and also resemblance of kopitiam style in Malaysia, where you have variety of food gathered in one roof, and then you can choose whatever you want to eat. So no picky eaters, you can eat anything you want. Next, we also visited the fire pot and also a traditional performance in Wuchisan, where actually I get connected with all the tribes members. I never have a chance to visit all these places, but thanks to the Hainan government, I managed to capture some beautiful moments. We danced together with the bamboo traditional dance. These are the parts of a beautiful memories I share on my social media, basically in the Instagram, where I'm not trying to influence people, but because I want to show how beautiful my roots really are. As the president of the Nike's Award, I work with global achievers and cultural leaders. I believe stories matters. Whether through the Nike's Award, my social media, or through conversations like this, I try to promote cultural exchange and build meaningful bridges, not just between individuals, but between entire communities. We are living in a world that is more connected than ever. But still, so many of us are disconnected from our roots, especially overseas Chinese, to come back, to discover, to reconnect, because when you understand where you come from, you walk differently into your future. Hainan's transformation into a free trade port is one of the most remarkable stories I've witnessed. More than just a blueprint, Hainan reflects a bold global vision emerging as a gateway for international trade, tourism, and technology. The free trade port attracts multinational, champions institutional reform, and derive regional cooperation. Today, Hainan stands as a symbol of opportunity and openness, and in the future of economic globalization. Even my ancestry hometown, Wenchang, is now a home of a rocket launch site. I'm proud to be a Hainanese born in Malaysia, and even joke about that my hometown is actually a rocket launch site. Don't play around, huh? That is what I always joke around. Hainan has found a way to balance modernization with cultural preservation. It rises in economy, tourism, green development, and innovation, especially youth entrepreneurship. Serve as a model for other regions across the world. To me, Hainan is not just a place, it's part of me. It represents memory, identity, progress, and belonging. I'm deeply grateful for the warm welcome, the family representative, and the sense of belonging I have felt every time I come home. Let this journey, my journey, remind us that roots are not just something we inherit. They are something we rediscover, we nurture, and we grow from. Let's continue building bridges across countries, cultures, and generations. And maybe one day more of us will find our way home, just like how I did. Thank you, Hainan, for welcoming me home. I'm Dr. Zyro, a proud Hainanese born in Malaysia.